Hey, what if I told you that in just a couple of years you could be pulling in an extra $2,000 a month without quitting your day job, without buying a fancy degree, and without spending a fortune on startup costs? That's not a pipe dream. It's the reality for thousands of people who've already cracked the code on the best side hustles that will dominate 2026. And today, we're going to rank them by two things that actually matter: how much money you can realistically make, and how hard it actually is to get started and keep the cash flowing. No fluff, no hype, just straight talk, real numbers, and actionable steps you can start today. Let's talk about why this ranking matters. Most get-rich-quick videos will list a bunch of side hustles, throw a few buzzwords at you, and then disappear. But the truth is that every hustle lives on two axes: earning potential. How high can your income go if you put in the work? And difficulty. How steep is the learning curve? How much time do you need to invest? And how much risk are you taking on? The sweet spot is where the earning potential is solid and the difficulty isn't a nightmare. That's the zone we're zeroing in on for 2026. First up on our list, but definitely not the least, is freelancing. Think of it as the modern-day version of a side gig, but with the potential to scale into a full-blown business. In 2026, the freelance marketplace is projected to hit $15 billion globally, and the demand for specialized skills, think AI prompt engineering, data annotation, and high-ticket sales copywriting, is exploding. If you can write compelling copy, code a clean Python script, or design sleek graphics, you can command rates of $50 to $150 per hour on platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, or the newer, niche-focused marketplaces that are popping up for AI-augmented work. A realistic earning range for a dedicated freelancer who lands a few steady clients is $1,500 to $4,000 a month, with top performers breaking $10,000 once they've built a reputation and can charge premium project fees. The difficulty? Moderate. You need to market yourself, set up a portfolio, and learn how to negotiate contracts. But once you have a system, the work can be very flexible. One surprising twist for 2026 is that AI tools are actually making freelancers more valuable, not less. If you learn to use AI to amplify your output, say, using a language model to draft a first version of a blog post, and then polishing it with your unique voice, you can take on 3 times as many projects without burning out. That's the contrarian take. The tech that threatens to replace you can actually be your biggest competitive edge if you wield it right. All right, moving on to content creation. This is the hustle that keeps popping up on every make money online list, but in 2026, it's finally maturing into a legitimate income stream for those who treat it like a business, not a hobby. You might think YouTube or TikTok is saturated, but the data tells a different story. Niche communities, think sustainable home gardening, vintage tech restoration, or even AI-assisted creative writing, are seeing CPMs, cost per thousand views, that have doubled in the last 3 years. If you can consistently put out high-quality, SEO-optimized videos or audio podcasts that attract an engaged audience, you can earn anywhere from $500 a month on the low end, up to $5,000 to $10,000 a month once you've nailed sponsorships, affiliate deals, and your own digital products. The difficulty rating here is high, but not for the reasons you might think. The barrier isn't just making videos. It's building a system that can produce content at scale while staying authentic. The real challenge is audience growth and monetization strategy. Most beginners quit because they expect instant revenue. The reality is that it can take 6 to 12 months of consistent effort before the first dollar hits. But once you hit that inflection point, the upside is massive. A contrarian insight for 2026: shorter, micro-content formats, think 60-second TikTok clips or 2-minute Instagram reels, are actually the new growth engines. They funnel traffic to longer, monetizable assets like YouTube videos or a premium newsletter, creating a funnel that multiplies earnings without a proportional increase in workload. Next up is e-commerce. When most people hear e-commerce, they picture massive dropshipping empires or Amazon FBA warehouses. The truth in 2026 is that the most profitable side hustles are actually micro-stores built around hyper-niche products. Think custom-etched acrylic phone stands for pet owners, or AI-generated artwork printed on demand for indie gamers. Platforms like Shopify, Gumroad, and even emerging decentralized marketplaces let you launch a store in a day with almost zero inventory risk. If you pick the right micro-niche and master the basics of product sourcing, branding, and organic traffic, think TikTok ads, Pinterest SEO, or community-driven Instagram reels, you can pull in $1,000 to $3,000 a month with relatively low overhead. The top 10% of microstore owners are seeing $10,000 plus monthly profits after scaling to a few hundred orders a month. The difficulty? Moderate to high, depending on how deep you go into supply chain logistics. The biggest surprise for 2026 is that digital products, downloadable planners, AI-enhanced design templates, or even subscription-based access to a curated AI prompt library are generating profit margins of 90% plus and require no shipping, no inventory, and no customer service headaches. In other words, a simple digital download can out-earn a physical product with far less friction. Now, let's talk about tutoring and skill-based coaching. The education tech boom isn't slowing down. It's actually diversifying. In 2026, platforms that connect tutors with students, think one-on-one AI-augmented language coaching, coding boot camps for teens, or even career pivot workshops for mid-career professionals, are reporting average hourly rates of $30 to $80, with many tutors pulling in $1,500 to $4,000 a month on a part-time schedule. The key here is specialization. General subjects like basic math are crowded, but niche topics, advanced data visualization, ethical AI usage, or even how to start a side hustle, command premium rates because there's a willing audience willing to pay for expertise that's hard to find elsewhere. Difficulty? Low to moderate. If you already have a skill or a degree, you can start tutoring on platforms like Chegg Tutors, Wezant, or newer peer-to-peer networks that take a smaller cut. The real advantage is the recurring revenue potential. Once you've built a client base, you can set up subscription packages or group workshops that generate steady cash flow. A contrarian angle for 2026 is that micro-credentialing, short, stackable certificates in emerging tech will become a $15 billion market. If you can design and deliver a focused course that leads to a credential, you can charge $500 to $1,000 per enrollment, and that can translate into a very tidy side income with minimal ongoing effort after the initial setup. Finally, we have delivery and gig-based work. This one often gets dismissed as low pay, but the landscape is shifting. In 2026, the rise of autonomous delivery drones and electric cargo bikes is cutting operational costs for independent couriers, while platforms are paying higher per-delivery rates to retain drivers in a competitive labor market. If you're strategic about which platforms you join, think niche grocery delivery services that pay $15 to $20 per hour plus tips, or premium on-demand medical courier services that can fetch $30 to $45 per hour. You can reliably earn $1,200 to $2,500 a month on a part-time schedule. The difficulty is low in terms of entry barriers, but the physical toll and variable demand can be a drag. The surprise here is that multimodal delivery, combining food, parcel, and even pet food runs in the same shift, allows you to maximize earnings without needing a separate gig for each. It's a simple hack that many overlook, and it can boost your hourly take-home by 30% or more. So, where do these 5 hustles stack up when we rank them purely on earning potential versus difficulty? Let's lay them out in order of the best return on your time and effort. 1. AI-augmented freelancing. High earning potential, moderate difficulty. If you have a marketable skill, you can start earning $2,000 plus within a few weeks and scale to $10,000 plus with the right client pipeline. 2. Niche e-commerce micro-stores with digital products. Very high earning potential, moderate to high difficulty. Once the store is set up, digital sales can be almost passive, delivering 90% plus margins. 3. Content creation funnels. High earning potential, high difficulty. The upfront grind is steep, but the upside is massive once you crack the algorithm and build a loyal audience. 4. Specialized tutoring and micro-credential courses. Solid earning potential, low to moderate difficulty. You can monetize existing expertise quickly and build recurring revenue streams. 5. Strategic delivery gigs. Moderate earning potential, low difficulty. Easy to start, but capped by hourly rates and physical limits. Now, a few actionable steps to get you moving today. First, audit your skill set. Write down everything you're good at, from writing and design to coding or teaching. Next, pick the hustle that aligns with the highest earning potential and the difficulty level you're comfortable tackling right now. If you're a fast learner and love flexibility, start by setting up a profile on a freelance marketplace and pitch 3 targeted services that solve a specific problem for a niche audience. If you're more inclined toward building something you can own, choose a micro-niche product idea, validate it with a simple landing page, and start gathering email sign UPS before you even source inventory. If you're drawn to content, commit to a 30-day content sprint. Post 1 short video or reel a day on a platform you enjoy, and track which topics get the most engagement. Use that data to double down on the formats that work and start planning a longer form piece that can be monetized later, maybe a webinar or a premium newsletter. One more contrarian tip: don't chase the most popular side hustle. In 2026, The winners will be those who occupy micro niches where competition is thin and customers are willing to pay a premium for expertise. Whether it's AI prompt libraries for indie game developers or a subscription to a curated list of sustainable home improvement hacks, the money is in the specificity. All right, that's the roadmap. If you found any of this useful, hit that like button, because every like tells the algorithm that you want more deep dive, data-driven side hustle content. And if you're ready to roll up your sleeves and start one of these hustles, drop a comment below with the one hustle you're most excited about, and I'll reply with a quick starter checklist tailored to that choice. Remember, the best time to plant a money tree was 5 years ago. The second best time is right now. Let's get planting. Word count, approximately 2030.